I think if you put a binky in my mouth and we're fucking, I think that's it. I think we're done right there. I don't think there's any way for me to continue or to recover from that.
Welcome back, everybody, to Dad Out of Context.
Don't need the context. Yeah, they don't need the context. Just, if you put a binky in my mouth, don't. Just don't do that. That's weird.
If you ever meet me in real life, that is the one thing I will ask you not to do.
You can do just about whatever you want to me, but if you come up to me with a binky, I'm going to be like, excuse me? No. I'm upset.
What I think is really interesting is that girls have tolerance levels in this game. And like alcohol does...
Are you serious?
Yeah, they have multipliers. Like, it take her a lot harder to get drunk versus like a lightweight. Which is an interesting concept to me.
That's kind of weird. I'm really glad that all that does is make it easier to talk to them. And not like make the dates easier, because that'd be fucking weird.
Yeah. All giving them alcohol does, makes you get more honey for asking them questions.
Yeah, it's like when you talk to them, they respond more. Because like if you've never had alcohol before, just kind of makes you love everything you're talking about. And it's great. Yeah. And you open up and you're having a great time. And you get really hot. And you're like, ugh.
How old is she? We have not asked that, I don't think.
I don't think we have.
But I know for sure we have not asked that. 109, you dick.
She had the more, like, realistic response to that. Yeah. Instead of just like, I am 109 pounds. Please lift me if you can.
She likes autumn.
Okay. Well, I don't...
Uh-oh. November 9th.
I had no idea. I froze up. I was like, oh shit.
You got to listen to the women.
This is like, well, that's the thing. I just have a really bad memory. Like, I hung out with my neighbors like probably 5 or 6 different times where we spent like a whole like evening together having fun, just talking and shit, before I had to like stop asking for what their names were.
That's pretty bad.
I know, and like that's why whenever I meet people and they tell me their name, I'm like, "Hey, nice to meet you, so and so. Just FYI, I'm gonna ask you like at least 4 more times because I'm an idiot. It's nothing to do with you. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just really dumb, and it's kind of a problem. I'm in school though, so I'm gonna get less dumb."
That's the spirit.
That's kind of the whole point, because I fucked around a lot in high school. I didn't learn anything.
Why are you in school? I want to be less dumb. Well, you're at the right place.
Yeah, I was like, I want to stop being a big dumbass, and I want to learn how to learn
Not
better.
Be a dumbass.
Yeah, like, because, I mean, honestly, being a dumbass in America, not super bad.
There are worse places to be a dumbass.
Yes, like, I live in a, like, pretty relaxed, like, nice area. If, like, I was a dumbass in, I don't know, like, some place where people had real problems.
Yes, not America.
Yeah, not like, middle America where it's just like, yeah, everybody's just kind of chill. Like, it'd probably be pretty bad for me. But, like, you know what?
Get some there,
I blame my high school counselor.
What did they do to you?
Because my senior year of high school, I was like, I want to take, oh my god, that was incredible.
Yeah,
I was like, I want to take like real classes. I was like, I want to take I wanted to take trig and like this history class and blah blah blah. And my counselor was like, oh, I already made your schedule. The only class you're in is English, on level English. And I'm like, what?
Just
what does that mean? Yeah, because I had a computer class. And then I had office aid. So I had no schoolwork besides English, because in the mornings I went to tech.
Okay.
So when I was in school, I did fucking nothing, and like I like even talked to my counselor. I'm like, hey, I wanted to take these actual classes and try and learn something this semester, because my senior year is kind of when I started turning around. I was not being a big piece of shit asshole all the time. I was like I want to learn something and maybe try and apply myself this semester.
And did you?
No, because she was like, I don't want to change your schedule. And I'm like, are you... Okay, whatever. I'm not going to do anything at all. And so I skipped my computer class almost every day. Because I would show up and give my teacher a cheeseburger. And she'd be like, hey, yeah, you come, whatever you want.
Okay. Well, that works.
I did one assignment in that class the whole year. Guess what my final grade was?
84.
A 100%.
What the hell?
A 100%.
I'm a little upset. It's because you gave her a cheeseburger?
It's because I gave her food and she liked Dr. Pepper, so I brought her Dr. Pepper. I was just really good friends with that teacher and my teacher that I had at the end of my day. So I showed up late, Went to
And left
and then I
early.
went to English, and then this is not a joke. I would text my teacher that I had for the last hour and tell him that I was here, and so he would mark me absent and just give me an A on whatever assignment we were doing, and then I would leave, and I would just go.
Wait, would he
home.
mark you present or absent?
No, there.
Okay, you
Just
said
mark-
absent. So I was
My,
like,
my bad.
oh,
Yeah, he would mark me as present.
Yeah, I was like, then what the hell was the point of that?
No, I only went to that class twice ever, and that was because he was gone twice. So I could text him. He's like, "Oh, I'm not there. You gotta go. There's a sub." And I'm like, "Ah, shit."
Just not go.
That was a science class too. Like that was supposed to be a real class. My high school, not a great place, honestly.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, that was the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just like it was not great. Like I didn't really have to do anything. But I blame that whole senior year of like doing no schoolwork whatsoever. Which 100% made me dumber. Like without a doubt, I was a much smarter kid going into that year than I was coming out of it.
My senior year, I was like always pretty smart in school. Like, and that year I took like I didn't take a math, and I was always good at math.
Yeah.
So when I took a class, I took statistics, which is like still a math, but it's like really not. It's more just like, are you good at figuring shit out with logic? And I was like, yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'm a pretty logical man.
So-
I got a calculator.
Yeah, that's how that worked. And what was hilarious about that class? Good friend, Major Duncan was in that class.
Oh yeah.
And
Dude, hardly ever miss a day, obviously.
yeah,
Anyways, Major Duncan.
yeah. And my other friend Tanner, we were in the
Shout
class
out to
together. And did I talk about this already? This class?
Wow, what was the statistics class?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
I can't remember.
While we were in that class, like there was a curve, like a generous curve on it.
Okay.
And
Those are the best.
yeah,
It's like,
it's
it's
like
okay.
I'd go in, I get an 80, but leave with like a 91.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It's a good feeling.
That's great.
You're like, yeah, I'll
and then
take
my mom's like, do they have curves? And I'm like, nope.
I'm just real smart.
Yeah. So
I'm killing it, Mom. Don't worry about it.
But here's the thing: how our group of friends worked was like I was between the three of us. I was like, well, for the amount of work I put in, it was kind of incredible because like I put in like minimal work, but still got like A's and B's.
Yeah.
But I could have been an A student if I cared a little bit.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah. But Tanner,
Now I wish that I could be an A student, like if I tried my ass off. As I said, I'm just really dumb. And I'm working on it. Good God.
So, but Tanner, he was a student who worked to be an
Yeah.
A student. And the funny thing, Major was like a D student who was like sometimes worked not to fail. That was his goal.
I told you about Steven's.
Yeah,
his
you
high
can say
school.
this after
Oh,
this.
man.
But Major, they were generous curves, and Major says the only reason you guys got generous curves was because of me. Like Major walked into the test, and then 5 minutes in passing period before class started, he's like, "Jacob, show me how to do this." And I was like, "All right, just kind of do this. Just do this for these problems, and you'll at least pass."
He's like, sick. All right.
Yeah.
That's a pretty solid strat.
So then, on one test, it was like
She's so cute.
it was a test. Everybody kind of was like, "Oh, this is easy," but Major fucked the average up so
Oh my
much. Because get this, everybody got like A's and B's on this.
Yeah.
He got a 33%,
Oh.
but with the curve, he got a 67.
Holy shit, that's a huge
The
curve.
curve was 34%. That's 1% higher than what he actually got.
That's insane. Dude, whatever, man. He had it figured out.
Yeah, and then everyone was like, "How do you get such a good curve?" And Major turned to the class, showed his paper, and goes, "You're welcome."
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was just like that. This is all because of me, baby.
I like that the
was it.
teacher let that happen. Was like, whatever. I'll just count him in
His
the curve.
name was Tracy. Like that's his first name, and that's all anyone ever cared about. He was such a strange guy because he was like the kind of comedy that like stand-up comedians do when they interact with their audience. But that's how he did his class.
That's weird.
But he was like a really good teacher. Like
Yeah.
one teacher of the year several times at our school.
Oh, that's cool.
But it was also really funny, and that's like a rare thing to have both because usually you can be one or the other.
Yeah, that's pretty rad. You need to watch your moves, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just mindlessly. That's what happens when I'm telling stories.
Yeah. What was at the end of that story?
I think it could have been.
Okay. All right. Well, to go back to what I was talking about,
Steven, yeah.
I had a very good friend. I still have this very good friend, but in high school, his senior year, he was like, "Well, I'm never gonna go to college, so fuck this." He would walk into class every day in every single one of his classes. He'd go up to the teacher and he would say, "If I do not do the assignment today, will my grade slip below passing. And if they said yes, he would go, cool, give me the assignment, and he would do it. If they said no, he'd say cool, and he'd get out his phone, and he'd just play on it all hour. And he did that for every single class, every day, for the whole year. And I don't know what exactly it is, but he basically had the lowest possible GPA that would still allow him to graduate.
Which is usually like in high school, it's like D's.
And he was pretty okay with it. He was just like, yeah, whatever. It's like, I'll fail my electives. I don't give a shit.
And he like exclusively had like 62s in classes.
Yeah, it was crazy. I love him. He's a good guy. When I'm hanging out with him, there's more time when I'm laughing than not. So like I'll walk out of like hanging out with him for a couple hours. I'm like, ooh, I hurt. I've been laughing too much today. I got an ab workout. Thank you very much.
Hey, there you go. You came out on top. We're at the fitness club again.
We are at the fitness club. Oh yeah, I was like, why are we going back? We were just there.
No,
but it's because we
got to drop her off where we found her.
All right, anyways, I'm gonna go pick up another chick.
My mom always said, "Put shit back better than you found it."
Oh.
Well, not like shit.
I know. Just nothing. Don't worry about it.